children, and the link is there also if you want to check that out. But I'm gonna hope that the timer is ready, so we're gonna go ahead and get started here in 3, 2, 1, go. So already off the start, basically the way that these text boxes are is instead of mashing, you can do like 3 really quick inputs and it'll get rid of them. But there's an actual storyline. Instead of like the SNES version, you just kind of are thrown into the game. Yeah, you're just kind of thrown into the game, and so this one actually kind of explains why you're hitting crocodiles and taking names, you know? So basically this run is going to be me explaining the differences between the GBA and the SNES version. So right off the bat you're going to see a major difference, that the Worlds 1 and 2 have warp barrels in every single level. In the SNES version there's only warp barrels in, I think, 2 different levels. But this game is quite different from its SNES brother. So yeah, the first couple of worlds are just going to be me trying to get to the warp barrels as fast as possible. So while I'm doing that, I'll go ahead and explaining some of the tricks that we're going to be using in the game. Essentially, the way that rolling works in this game. So Donkey and Diddy are roughly the same speed. Donkey is slightly slower, just by a minuscule amount. So instead of losing runs to playing as Donkey in this version of the game, it's actually not too bad. They have the same rolling speed. It's just Donkey moves slightly slower when you're not rolling. And then another really big thing is rolling off of edges in this game work. Instead of kind of declining or having a weird angle, you go horizontal for a short amount of time and then you start to decline. So that's going to be a small exploit that we're going to be using in a lot of places. Like there you can see I went horizontal for a pretty long distance before I actually started to drop off. In water, Donkey and Diddy move the same speed, so what I'm going to do here, this is a new strat that we found while I was trying to get a good time in this game, that you can actually pick up Diddy here, swap to him, and since his movement is slightly faster in the next level, you're actually saving time, even though you have the animation of swapping and getting the barrel. And when I say every level has warp barrels, even the water levels, so you don't get to play the hardest level in the game. Even the next level, so in the SNES version, the next level, you essentially skip it anyway by doing, by taking the barrels at the top, but we don't have to do that. There's a warp barrel given to us. So it's pretty nice. So after I beat the first boss, oh, I forgot about Donkey, yeah. The route changes, oh yeah, this game has been completely rerouted. So me and a guy named KBZ, he randomly messages me one night and is like, hey, let's pick up this game and start playing it. I forgot what to do. And so we have been working for a couple of weeks on basically optimizing the game, because the world record before was about 41 minutes, like a mid 41, and now it's a 39 40 something. I don't know. I don't even know my own world record, dude. Oof. Okay, I'll have to explain that in a moment why that happened. Wow. Okay, never mind. I'll explain it now. All the bosses have RNG, and for the first boss here, it's his invincibility frames that are RNG. So, like right there, he had a really short time frame. There, it was a little bit longer. There was really short, so they're all completely RNG. So, playing this boss optimally is not the easiest thing in the world. And every single boss in the game has some kind of RNG, and it really sucks. But, well, except for K-Roll. But yeah, me and KBZ basically, we tried to optimize this game as much as possible. And we kind of cut down 2 minutes off of the fastest time that was available to us, which is pretty good in my book. Shoutouts to Winky. Yeah, but this game is pretty much, it's a port of the SNES version, so the levels are going to be exactly the same. They're going to look exactly the same. They're not in the same places. Some of them are like mixed match and stuff like that, but they're all relatively in the same place. But the cool part is there's no in DKC 1 speedruns, to get a good time, you have to be good at the movement, you have to be good at the game, of course, but there's also frame tricks where you can hit when they're one frame tricks that enable you to essentially skip a bunch of levels. And in this game, there's none of that. So it's the purest of platforms. There's no really big exploits. Like there's stuff like tire rolls and stuff like that, but there's nothing that skips levels entirely. This is not world record pace. Also, I have no control of the schedule. Yeah, it has warps in the first 2 worlds. It kind of sucks, but then again, like you don't have to play the first 2 worlds. It's pretty nice. This one kept true to the SNES version by just having it in the wall. It kind of sucks though, because you do have to go through all these like warp things, so it's whatever. Ooh, I didn't roll. So in the next level, we're gonna see a glitch that I actually found myself while running this game back in March of 2017. If you pick up a barrel and you throw it while you're moving, you actually continue with the same momentum. So here you're gonna see me pick it up and jump, and I have the same momentum as if I'm running. And that's really useful in this section because you can clear out that Crusher as well as keep moving forward. Before that, they used to just hold the barrel and run to it, which was slower, obviously. So it's some stuff like that. There's another level. We're gonna be using that in a level of World 6 extensively. But this boss here, they added extra invulnerability frames, so it makes the boss a little bit harder. And then also we don't have to switch to Donkey because there's no Donkey only warp in the next level. But just like in the SNES, he spawns in random places, shoots a nut, and then you can hit him. Neki 2 actually has 2 birds that you have to fight instead of just 1. But we'll get there when we get there. So, the next world is going to be the start of, like, actual gameplay. And I'll go ahead and start explaining the first level. So, if you shoot into an enemy and you hold, like, jump and right without the... Yeah, if you hold jump and right, you actually get, like, a super boost off of the enemies. Which is going to be the entire level because the entire level is shooting out of barrels. So you're going to see that. It's actually pretty cool. The levels start to really pick up in, like... So you see there, I like take off, but if I hold Y, I do that little limp dick jump there. So here I'm going to wait and hit off of this one. Yeah. That was a pretty good first section. Not taking damage is ideal because you can roll through this guy. Oh, actually, you could have skipped one of those barrels. I'm going to try and get it here, though. Nice, I got the barrel skip. It just saves a little bit of time from having to wait for those barrels. So the next, in this NES version of this game, both of these levels have warp, so you don't actually get to see them. So the GBA is a nice little tear away from that, where you actually get to play the levels. This one's really fun to play. It has a lot of cool tech. Like, if you let go of all the buttons while you're shooting out of these barrels, they actually carry you a little bit further. And at the very end of the level, we're gonna exploit that, and we're gonna shoot basically to the end from one section. It's pretty cool. But for now, also the music in this game are actually pretty good ports of the songs. I find them pretty enjoyable. Getting those cameras. So we're gonna shoot off of this bird over here. Or we're just gonna shoot directly to the tire. Normally you would have to go through that whole section, but you don't get to. So this level is pretty straightforward. There's a bunch of ropes that you have to take, but at the very end there's a long section of birds, and we actually just bounce on the birds, and it's pretty cool to watch. It's just really fast. Try to get rope skip. Got it. That's another 1 second optimization that we found recently. Shout outs to the mini Winkies. Yeah, this game is pretty cool. I run both the SNES version and this version, and they're both really difficult, so it's not like this one's easier or harder. It's just they're different kind of difficult. This one's a pure platformer. The other one has a bunch of frame perfect tricks that you have to get really consistent at. But they're both equally fun to me. see if we can get the Kong letters though. So the next level is actually the first time that the levels are out of order from the SNES version. The next level is actually Orangutan Gang, which in the SNES version we do a trip called Map Warp, where it's a frame perfect input on the level select screen and it just skips the level essentially. Okay, I should have practiced this before the marathon because I forgot which bird you're supposed to jump on. But yeah, the next level is supposed to be the 5th level in the world, but it's the 4th. So it's also a level that you skip in the SNES version, so it's a nice little break from skipping it, and it has really, really cool tech. At the very beginning, I found out like a whole second time save from just optimizing rolls, so hopefully you get to see that. This whole level was optimized by over like 3 seconds just from how it used to be done. Like right here as well, rolling through these guys, taking longer rolls here, just a bunch of little optimizations that we found. Taking that safe strat. You can roll from that tree, but it's really tight, and I didn't want to risk it. Oop, didn't mean to pick that up. Roll, roll. He almost didn't roll. Another weird thing is slopes in this game. So some slopes you can roll infinitely on, but then some you can't. So it's kind of weird. There we go. Also, in the SNES version, I should have said this earlier, but if you mash buttons on when they're doing their little dance, you actually can skip it, and in this version you can't, so it kind of sucks that you have to sit through it, but hey man. Also, the fish in this version is like super slow. All the animal buddies are really slow compared to the SNES version, but this Eduardo can lunge really quickly, and also if you take damage you can almost instantly get back on him, so he's actually pretty useful in all the water levels, especially Poison Pond. But he also moves incredibly fast once you lose him, so... Ow, ow. Chris, ow, ow. Oh, another thing is the way the Kong swim in the water, they move really slow horizontally, but they can swim up super fast. So in Croctopus, you're gonna see that. Oop, I forgot where they came. That's okay. The next level is Tempest. Tempest, in the SNES version, there's a bunch of like really hard rolls that you have to do. This one is not as hard, but there is a pretty cool using the slopes to our advantage to get like infinite rolls essentially. Also, we cannot for the life of us find a way to do this faster, this section faster. Normally at Diddy, you just kind of run into the guy. We also use the rolling off of edges, so you get a longer roll, and it's sustained for longer. It's something we do in this level quite a lot, quite a bit, not quite a lot. Speak English, JermRo. That was the safe strat because I didn't want to die there. Losing Diddy in this level sucks because Donkey's hitbox is a little bit bigger. But I am gonna go for a hard strat, so... Okay, got that. So right here, there's 2 different routes. The first one is just to not do that. But that's the really cool fast route, so... Okay, so the B... This is the GBA version. Yeah, what's up, Master LeBlue? Yeah, this is the GBA version. So the B boss, this is the hardest boss in the game, and I'll explain it. So the barrel at the beginning spawns randomly, and all the barrels spawn randomly from there. If you're Donkey and you hold it, you can actually kill all the bees at once, just like that. But for the second and the 4th cycle, the bee comes, after it gets hit, it almost instantly comes back. You'll see that, like, I pussed out. You'll see that in the 4th hit. He becomes vulnerable again, but like instantly. Damn it. The bee boss is impossible. This is the reason this game is so hard. Because this boss is entirely RNG, and it's so difficult if you get a bad pattern like I just did. This level is all about patterns, honestly. And not pussing out of the second hit. But yeah, I'm gonna have to concentrate actually, because oh my goodness, dude. Got it, okay, cool. That's bad. That's the worst cycle to freaking mess up on, dude. Come on. It's always the B. It's always the B. I'm gonna try and salvage this. Okay. I'm gonna have to bait him a little bit. So anyone thinking of picking up this game, just know this boss sucks. That's okay. Okay. Shut up, Clayton. This isn't GDQ. I can say heck if I want to. No, I apologize if I did say something. Hey, what's up, Edflow? Everyone give me an @Edflow in the chat, please. Edflow. Wow, what just happened? Okay. So this level, it's just abusing the same kind of barrel mechanics where you shoot further if you let go of buttons. Also, rolling on the ice is faster. Oh my goodness, dude. Yo, we're getting the F-flows rolling in. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna pick up Donkey for safety. Should have done that one death ago. But that's okay. The barrels do move a lot slower though, as you can see. Why am I jumping between them? I've never done that before. And then right here you get this cool wiggle. Dang, we got 4 @Flows. Right here you would let go of all buttons. If you @me in the chat, I will stop running this game right now. I'm just kidding. And then also we found this cute little trick here where you stop rolling, but then once you touch the bird you keep rolling, so it skips having to maneuver through the barrels, which has killed many of my runs before we learned how to do that. Okay. So the next level in the SNES version is another level that we skip, but in this version doesn't have a warp, so we actually have to play through it, and this level is phenomenal. It has such good music. Get a little extended roll right there. Yeah, so it's just rope climbing and stuff, so I'm just gonna let y'all enjoy the music. Make sure y'all are donating to the cause. The link provided. Buenos nachos @Flow. Let's get those donations rolling in. So this is another section where the levels are out of order. So the next one is actually Croctopus, which it's pretty cool, the kind of tech in this level. So in the SNES version, you have to play through the whole thing. This version actually has like a built-in skip to the level, which is super nice. It skips a pretty big chunk of it. Plus they swim really fast up, so. Ooh, he was there. You can actually get that guy to spawn. You can manipulate that guy's spawn, I just didn't do it correctly. Yeah, but this level is just swimming, so I'm gonna also let you enjoy the music. The next level, actually I'll explain the next level over here. So the next level, there's 2 branching routes, and so at first we thought taking the bird was faster, and then we found that it's not faster to not take the bird by over a second, but it was extremely difficult, and then we found a different tech with the bird that makes it faster again. Essentially, if you flap hard enough with the bird, you can keep horizontal distance, which is used in that level to kind of skip this bonus barrel. Oh, okay. So you're gonna see that, and that's pretty cool. And essentially, you have to switch a grip. Like, I'm using a SNES controller to play this, but the grip I use is called the piano grip. So you just mash B as hard as possible. But, yeah, it's a pretty difficult level, even with the bird. Because moving with the bird is, you'll see, even though his name is Espresso, he's so slow. It's just ridiculous how slow he is. But after that, we get into the fun levels. And we'll get to show you some camera manips and stuff. Yep, so let's do some bird. Ooh, I didn't get the jump at the beginning, that was strange. Yeah, but you see the bird is really slow in this version. Yo, Capri rolling back in. Oof. In this version, you can actually lose the bird from taking damage from the neckies. You can actually hit the neckies, even though their hitbox is pretty wonky. So I'm gonna switch my grip here. Dang it. That's a pretty hard strat to get right there, so. But here, you gotta mash as hard as possible to skip that bonus barrel. And you just float to the very end. Alright, so the next level we're gonna start off, and the levels are out of order again, so Rope Bridge Rumble's gonna be the next one. So you wanna enter the level. This level is actually pretty similar to the SNES version in terms of movement and stuff, but there is no camera manip that I can find yet, so we're just gonna do the normal developer intended route, which is everyone's favorite. That was strange, I picked up the barrel, I didn't need to. The way tire rolls work in this game, I should explain that. So like, when you hear terms like how some tricks are more difficult than others in games, tire rolls are the essence of free in this game. You just press Y on them and you get it. There's no setup involved or anything. So the next level is the first time we're going to use the camera manip. I said that there wasn't one in this version, or in this level, but there is one in the next one. So there's a platform that moves on a global timer, or not on a global timer. And if you manip the camera to bring it off screen, you actually can just jump on it immediately. Like that. Saves about a second and a half. But other than that, this level is just pretty cool movement and stuff. You need Diddy here to make this jump. And then you can just roll under this. Nothing too bad. Yeah, we switched spots, Capri, just to let you know. Okay, so this boss is this boss actually I don't think it has RNG, so this might be the only actual boss that doesn't. But you have to wait for these spike things to come down. This boss is pretty easy. So the next level, ODA, is actually really cool. It has some cool movement and it has a cool glitch. So the oil drums, when they're on fire, normally you can't jump on them, but if you buffer a jump, you can jump on them no problem, but only for some of them. So it's kind of strange. Dude, the 101 rum bag. No, 101 hero mode, Ash, is what you meant to say. No, Ash, actually, I think you'll be happy to hear that once summer comes, I want to get any % hero mode world record, so I'll be coming back to this game soon. But this level just has some cool movements, the best music in the game, so I'll let you enjoy that. Make sure you are donating. If this run gets the most donations, I will start streaming with the cam. Ooh, you see the JermRo face. It's your incentive. Yeah, so this is the one that you can't buffer a jump on. It's kind of strange, but you'll see here that I'm going to buffer a jump. and I have no problem. And then I'm gonna try and get the damageless route at the end. It's pretty difficult, but I think I can do it. Nah, I didn't get it, but it's okay. That's probably the more precise one. Nah, I won't be doing 101. 101 is crazy because you have to collect all the fucking cameras. So this is the only other level besides the levels in Worlds 1 and 2 that has a skip, which is great because this level's like 7 years long. So here's the last warp, and that'll be it. Oh, you said GBC. Oh my god, no. I'll be running DKL, but not DKC, GBC. So Poison Pond is pretty similar to the version in the SNES. Not much to it, just knowing the route, essentially. The cool thing is, Eduardo can kind of like get into the. Ooh, buddy. But you can see, even though you take damage, you can pretty much get back on him instantly. Okay, Ash, you're pretty right about that, because I said I'd never run DKC 3, and I'm grinding the hell out of it now. So, that's a pretty cool skip right there, too. There is no triple mincers in this version, though, so you just kind of have to wait for them. But you can just stay as close to the top as possible. So the next level is also out of order. Obviously these two are out of order, but the next level is Elevator. And the way the ropes work in this game they're pretty good. They're programmed really nicely, where you can just roll through them, but if you need to jump on them, you can. And so you'll be seeing that. But this level is also like another pure platformer. It's really cool to watch, has some pretty cool movement. So right here we're gonna manip. There's a snake spawning barrel there, so you face left there to make sure it doesn't spawn the spider, the snake early. And then this is the most recent find, but you can just jump through these bees. It's great. And then this is the only instance that we're gonna take a bonus to skip a part of the level. In the SNES version, you do this in 2 levels, but since there's warp barrels in the first world, we don't do that. And, yep, there we go. It was about time we had a death. Oh, it was about time we had 2 deaths. I should have done the, like, if I die X amount of times, I'm gonna donate. Every death, everyone has to donate $1. Oof. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. Here we go. That's how you play the level. So here's pretty cool. We're just gonna like. This one is fine, but this one we just like hug the wall and roll in. It's pretty cool. Okay, so the next level is Blackout. This is the other place we do the camera manip. But this version is a little bit harder because when the lights turn off, you actually can't see anything. You can't even see the floor. So this level is pretty much pure memorization. But I have visual cues for everything, even though the level's in complete darkness. Because you can see the bananas in the barrels, which is nice. So right here, we're gonna do camera manip. Like that, so we can actually we don't have to wait for that platform. Oopsies, I messed up a little bit. It's fine. Overall, good Blackout. And so the next level, Minecart Madness, there's no way to roll through the air and be all cool like the SNES version, so... But you can start the level off with a roll, as I just found out, because I didn't know you can. But this is just the Minecart level, so you can go ahead and listen, enjoy the music, ask any questions you need in chat, and donate today, right now. Capri, is there a command for the donation link? I would assume it would just be like... ! Donation. yeah, make sure you donate. Here, the only other thing in this level is tire rolls. You're going to see a couple of tire rolls. I could do one there, but I didn't want to. That's a little bit interesting. I forgot about that. You can just like skip a whole minecart. So the next level is the boss Dumb Drum. In this NES version, he kills himself, but in this version, you actually get to throw TNT barrels at him. So I don't know, Capri, if you can link the donation page. I don't know how long it's been since it's been posted, but if you want to do that, that'd be cool. Also, if y'all need a backup run, I have a lot of stuff I can run for y'all. Just FYI. So this one's exactly the same as the SNES, you just have to throw an extra barrel at them. We're actually not going to switch to Donkey though, because it's not really faster to do it. The next level is Tut, which is a pretty difficult level, just because it's a really long auto-scroller that has really tight jumps and stuff, but that's pretty much it. We promise the money's not gonna go just to him, he's gonna actually give it to charity. Also, there's no slap slide, sorry to all you donkers out there, can't impress anyone. Wow, that's nice. That's okay. There we go. But yeah, the next level is just a really long auto-scroller, which sucks. In the SNES version, you actually have a frame in the level. They have 2 opportunities to skip the entire level with 2 frame-perfect tricks, so... Yo, shoutouts to 69 Bananas. Also, shoutouts to being 420, man. Happy 420, everyone. We are going to do a rather long roll here, though. There we go. We're halfway. Cool, we're almost done. Yeah, but I guess I'll take this time to like plug myself. So I'm JermRo. I speedrun quite a few games. I speedrun all the Donkey Kong Country series, GBA. I'm also one of the few active Toy Story runners, and a lot of people know me from my GDQ run of Toy Story with the hot, ow, ow, ow. It's pretty much what I'm known for. So send me all your Toy Story memes. If you want to check me out, my Twitch is obviously twitch.tv/JermRo. But yeah, I do have a world record in this game, so... We also have a Discord for this game, if anyone is actually interested in running it, because it is a pretty fun game. It's really difficult, but fun to run. So if anyone's actually interested in running it, we do have a Discord with a bunch of tutorial videos. I'm in the process of actually making a Wikipedia page or a wiki with all the information that I have, so that people can learn better, faster, stronger. But we're done with this level, so the next level is Misty. Actually, the next level, in the SNES version, you want to take the Rhino with you, but in this version, he's really slow, so we're not going to do that. I'm also going to try and get this jump. Cool. Got it. That's a very precise jump, but we are going to manip the camera here by stalling there, so we don't have to wait for that one tire. That went a lot better than it did in practice. So here's a little bit of a slow strat, but it's kind of for safety. You don't have to... There's a really crazy jump you can do over that Crusha, but it's like, I want to say it's like frame perfect, because I've never once gotten it in a run. But this level's pretty quick as well. Then back boost. We don't actually back boost a lot because it's pretty slow because it's a whole animation, it's not instantaneous. I have never played the NES version of Toy Story 1. I saw somebody like play it, like Tacit I guess, and oh my god. So here's Misty. This is a level that we kind of manipulate the way that the enemies spawn in a way. We also are going to do a lot of barrel boosts, is what I like to call them. Like right here, we do that to eliminate that one snake. It makes it better, because without that you would have to do some stupid movement-wise without being able to roll. Yeah, that barrel is, I feel like it's RNG. I never know when it's actually going to spawn the spider. I keep saying spiders, I don't know why. So, it's just, this level's pretty, I really enjoy Misty. Because it's one of those levels that seems pretty easy, but it's actually really hard. Then here, because we are going to take advantage of the horizontal movement from rolling off of the peak. Okay. We're going to take advantage of the horizontal distance that you get from rolling. And we just get that whole section. Yo, Capri, what y'all are talking about in the Discord, I would also like to get involved as much as I can. I just can't type it. We're going to visit Cranky for a little bit of wisdom real quick. This is central to the run. You seem to be doing quite well. If I had been playing, I would have got here much quicker. One thing before you leave, save your progress. No, we don't need to save. Thanks, Cranky. Shout out to Attorney. Alright, so Loopy. This level is kind of dumb because it's dark, but you can see everything. So these red claptraps jump with you, but we can actually manip that, like, abuse it, in a sense. There's no way to manip those. I've lost lots of mentality trying to figure that stuff out. But like right here, you can make the move in such a way to where you don't even have to slow down there. Whew. That was cool. Holy crap. Yeah, this level is pretty quick as well. It's just a bunch of movement. Oof. Roll died. Oh no, that's not good. Whoa! I actually started scratching my head at that. That was weird. Okay, so I don't know what happened there, but we're gonna get to see the whole level again. Cool. I wanted to do it again, but I couldn't do it. I choked under pressure. That's no bueno. I need to respawn these guys. Ooh, this whole end section is not okay. There we go. Okay, I feel much better about that. Okay, cool. So the next level is actually the level that I could possibly infinite on, and it's Perils. This level was the bane of my existence when I was trying to get world record, because it was a level that killed every single one of my runs. And it's just incredibly difficult movement, and I'm probably not going to talk for most of it just because it's super difficult. But you'll see. This is kind of the epitome of like how this game is. It's pure platforming, but it's so hard. I'm going to try and do this completely optimal. Nice. So the most optimal part about it is dying at the very beginning. So you see the RNG, so you do everything correct the second time. Okay, got that. So you're not supposed to grab that barrel, but it's okay. So here I'm going to take a series of damage boosts. They're all intentional. Oh, I wasn't supposed to take it that early, but that's fine. Yeah, all that was intentional. Because you want to be solo Diddy here, even though it's really dangerous. I go to the right there to make sure that B's in the top position. Got it. Dude, that ending section was clean. The thing about that last jump is if you despawn that platform, you have to die. Alright, so here's Neki 2. So the fast strat here is you're going to damage each side 4 times before you actually kill them, because they require 5 hits to kill. But if you kill one side, they shoot like 5 nuts each before they become vulnerable. So it's a lot faster to let them shoot the 1 nut. So that was 3. So for this one, you actually wait on the side. So you wait for the first one to shoot, and then you jump on them. Yep. It's 3. 4. So we're gonna kill the right one and then the left one. Alright, so we're almost done. We just have K. Rool left. K. Rool is exactly the same as the SNES version, so it's essentially a glorified cutscene. There's no really cool swag like there is in the SNES version, but we're at the end, guys. We did it. Thanks everyone for watching, by the way. Thanks for watching the marathon. To those who donated, because I hope everyone here did donate, I really appreciate y'all donating. It is going to a good cause. The people running this event are really good people. They really care about the speedrunning community, and they put this event on to, you know, get people exposure, and it's really nice of them to do that. So, really appreciate them doing this and letting me be a part of it, of course. Like the first run of the marathon was a world record run in a race of a very difficult game. So you know this marathon's good. You actually can't even imitate K. Rool because he jumps so low. He can actually kill you. But I'm gonna let y'all enjoy the music. Definitely donate if you haven't. $5 is a lot, man. That's all I'm saying. Oh, dude, I wasn't paying attention. Oh my lord. Imagine dying to K. Rool. Dude, I can't imitate K. Rool. Like, I'll die. Alright, so time is coming up as soon as the banana drops on the last hit. So there's one more hit, and then after this there's one more hit, so get ready with time. And time is now. I don't know what I got. I don't know what the timer is, so someone's gonna have to let me know. Yeah, but that was DKC GBA. I hope y'all enjoyed. I really enjoy this game. It is it's a much different speedrun from the original, and I understand that the original is also a really good game, but I do enjoy this one. If you are more of a pure platforming kind of speedrunner, or like ports of games, then this is the game for you. Yo, thanks for the nice runs, everyone. Well done, my boy. Who'd have thought that a whippersnapper like you could have beat that gang of horde Kremlins? You've made an ape like me real proud. Look in your horde, I think you'll be in for a surprise. If I was playing, I'd have found everything. There must be some bonus rooms though. You will be in for a hero's welcome. Also, yeah, you have to beat the game 90% to get freaking hero mode. It sucks. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to the next run. So, let me see what the next run is so I can hype them up real quick. So next run we got coming up is Cabela's Outdoor Adventure All Hunts by CMDRYT. Oh, I think he just went to sleep, did he not? No, that was someone else. But we got some runs coming up, guys. If you want to check out the schedule, here, I'll just spam the schedule in chat then. Here's the schedule if y'all are curious. Alright, well, I'm going to be rolling out. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Stay tuned to the marathon. We got some really cool runs coming up. Like, we have, for me specifically, we got some Pokemon Leaf Green, Porygon Present, we got Cave Story, Bugs Life, Hurdy-Gurdy. We also even have a SM64 online, co-op 120 stars, so stick around, we got some good shit coming up. But yeah, that's up for me.